Hello there, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we explored the Veldt and reunited Gao with his long-lost father, even if it didn't go the way we intended it to. But it was nice for Gao to finally get some closure on his family. We also located Shadow, who was found injured in a cave on the Veldt, and thanks to Interceptor, we were able to safely get him out of that cave and allowed him to rest up here in Thamasa. Today, we're going to be exploring Thamasa, as we haven't really gone around to do that just yet, and see if we can locate some new information on where our teammates might be. We do have a pretty good idea on where Locke is, thanks to Gao's father, but I don't want to go and look for him just yet. So let's go ahead and see if there's any information we can garner here. Ebot's Rock is above water for the first time in 50 years. Head north of town and you should be able to see it. Okay, well, that's a location, but I need a party member. But we'll go ahead and keep Ebot's Rock in mind. After the cataclysm, I woke to find myself all alone in Doma Castle. When I tried to sleep there, monsters came for me in my dreams. Oh, it still frightens me just to think of it. That's like the second guy that's talked about Doma Castle and nightmares. Thankfully, the innkeeper still remembers us even a year later, and we can get rooms in the inn for very, very cheap. Which is, I guess, is a decent substitute for not having free heals at the Falcon. You can always just come here. There aren't any good places left to play. Yeah, it doesn't seem like plants are growing anymore based on the Cayenne storyline. I saw a huge monster fly across the sky. It looked like a giant bat. Well, I haven't seen anything like that just yet, but that's making me a little worried. I don't see anything else. Maybe we should go talk to the mayor? This was his room, if I remember right. Yeah, the Elder. It's hard to believe it's only been a year since the cataclysm. It feels like a lifetime ago. No, doesn't seem like he has anything interesting to tell us. I would assume that there would be info on Realm or Strago, or even both, somewhere here. Well, it doesn't really seem like there's much for us here. We should let Shadow rest, but I think it would be best if we try to at least search for some of our lost party members. We want to try and get as many of them as we can. And unfortunately, all of the locations that we talk to these NPCs for don't have them. Now, this seems to be Ebot's Rock, potentially, or maybe it's over here? I don't know, but that is not going to be the location for today, and we're also not going to head to Doma Castle just yet. Instead, I suggest we use our airship to take advantage of our higher altitude and land on some of these areas that were originally not accessible to us whenever we were just running around with Celeste. And I think a good starting point is the Fanatic's Tower. Let's just go ahead and check it out. We don't even have to really go far into it. Let's just see what it's all about. Seems like it's sort of like a Zozo structure of some kind. Oh, hey, Strago, what's up, man? I guess I'm in line now. You don't want to talk, buddy? Very foreboding music. No one's wanting to talk? Strago, come on, buddy? Guys? No use talking to them. They've given their souls over to Kefka. All they do now is shuffle about, praying to him day in, day out. For 100,000 gil, I'll tell you where you can find some hidden treasure. No. This tower's home to the cult of Kefka. There's supposed to be a priceless treasure up on its highest level. But you could only use magic inside, so you'll never make it to the top without strong spells. Seems like this guy's trying, at least. Treasure. Treasure. Okay, well this is a little foreboding. And it doesn't seem like Strago's going to want to listen to reason. Well, this was a waste of our time. Well, what else can we do? You know what? We briefly went to Jador in the previous episode to glam up Gao, but I think let's go ahead and pay that a visit ourselves. That's almost entirely across the whole world, but hey, why not? We have the Falcon, it moves super fast, we're pretty good. I went ahead and changed out my party a little bit to have Terra, Celeste, Setzer, and Sabin. Their builds haven't really changed since we last saw them, so I'm not really going to go over them. But Jador has some new music here, huh? This is not the normal town theme. This is Jador, the westernmost town on the map. Of course, the world map's a lot different now. To be fair, you technically weren't the westernmost nation on the world map, unless we were talking about, I guess curvature-wise they might be. I looked into that after the Jador episode. I've seen a lot of carrier pigeons flying towards Miranda lately. I wonder who's sending all those letters. I guess that right there is a teaser for Cayenne's story, if you want to go and deal with that if you hadn't done that immediately. Or if you left the pigeon early and you just you forgot about it, well, that NPC will kind of guide you back to Miranda. In a world like this, you have to keep an open mind. I saw Emperor Gestal the other day. Well, a painting of him at least. Ozer has it hanging up in his house. I must say, it's a perfect likeness. Okay. We actually have seen a few paintings in Ozer's mansion. They look pretty good. I guess we could go ahead and check that out here as well. There are some new items for us here in Jador, but I don't really think they are really worth talking about. The Partisan, it might be the only thing worth grabbing if you decide to have Edgar be your Jumpman immediately right now, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think his tools have run out of usefulness just yet. But on that note, I think it actually would be good if we check out the armor shop as well. Circlet, Black Cowl, Crystal Helm, and Black Garb. This is a pretty good chest piece, especially since it gives you a lot of defense and extra agility, so I wouldn't mind grabbing this. The Black Cowl isn't bad either. That would be a pretty decent one for Gao. However, the Circlet gives magic +4. That's pretty good as well. I'm gonna buy 3 of these and maybe 2 Black Garbs? We'll see here. Setzer might want the Black Garb, because it's just a strict upgrade. The Gaia gear is useful, since it gives me immunity to earth damage by absorbing it. So that might not be the best use of my time. I do have a Circlet now, which will increase Celeste's magic. Let's give that to Terra, first and foremost. And I think after that, I should... What's the difference between the Royal Crown? Yeah, this increases his magic. I'd rather have him have the Circlet. Celeste doesn't really need a boost to her magic, as if I'm going to use her magic for anything, it'll be for healing. Terra's our main magic damage dealer, and same with Sabin, so they will take priority on the Circlet. Anyway, I guess we can stop dawdling here and see if we can check out Ozer's mansion. There's also the auction house if we want to go look at that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. The house at the northern end of town belongs to Ozer. He's an art collector with a taste for fine paintings. I read Ozer's diary the last time I was at his house. I mean, it was just lying there. What else was I supposed to do? I don't know, not invade someone's personal privacy? Whatever. I've never really been a big diary person. I guess I just really have never really seen the appeal for it. Ozer found a skilled young artist and brought her back to his mansion to paint for him. Oh, well, I think we have a decent segue into the next thing we're gonna do. And that's to head to Ozer's mansion to see if we can say hi to this illustrious young painter. Yo, who... Can you turn on the lights, please? I guess maybe he's sleeping or something? I don't know. There's an ether right there. Actually, I don't even know if you can grab that earlier. Oh well, let's go upstairs. Stay away. Okay, tough crowd, I guess. This is very different from the last time we were here at Ozer's mansion. This is Ozer's diary. Read the diary? Sure, Setzer, let's go ahead. Just spent a small fortune on a new painting, the first in some time. It's quite a large one, so I won't be able to put it on the first floor with the others. Must think about where to display it. An artist came from Zozo today, showed me his work. What a waste of time. Lamp on the stairwell was broken, so I bought a new one at the item shop. It was a tad pricey, but now everything's all bright and cheery with just a flip of the switch. Invited an artist here from Culligan, but his skills weren't quite up to par. Guess it's asking too much to expect a painter to have more talent than a wet sponge. Been feeling strange lately. Seems to have come on since I had that picture painted. Been hearing things too. Strange sounds. They seem to be coming from the cellar. The diary here. I think our Ozer buddy got up to something nefarious, or something he got a little in over his head. We can turn on the light right there, thanks to the diary telling us where the light is. And oh hey, the Gestal painting. Hello. A portrait of Emperor Gestal. Or Gestal, whatever suits your fancy. A picture of a lovely lady. Oh. Okay, the paintings come alive. Great. Okay, we're gonna set up the fixed dice, the blitz. We can do Rising Phoenix. That was a high roll. Holy moly, they did a lot. And I got silenced, of course. We can Asuna that, thankfully. And then Terra can just kind of chill, I guess. I guess something I haven't mentioned is that because Terra, we have the Rule of Ruin version of Terra. Thanks to her determination now being higher, her trance duration is now doubled than what it was in the World of Balance. So whenever we are going to use trance, it'll have a much longer duration. Go ahead and set up. Didn't get Phantom Rush off in time. That's okay. Get a lot of EXP here. Still learn to banish, which is nice. Okay, well, the paintings are alive. That's not good. A suit of armor, it would seem. Please don't come out. The bucket. Please don't come out and kill me. A very old painting of a bucket. Appears to be a lamp. Old urn. These are the ones we saw previously, so it's almost as if they were alive. Okay, they are alive, actually. The Rafflesias. We can go just do everything that we were doing earlier. Come on, let me do the input correct for once. There's Entice, which will do Charm. We can have Celeste cast Asuna on Setzer there. Hopefully, these Rafflesias will just die before Setzer decides to high roll our teammates. Or we can take them down immediately. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna leave those Rafflesias alone then. Let's go ahead and go inside this door. At least the basement or cellar, which we read in the diary as well. I guess while I'm walking around, I'll go ahead and let you listen to this music. Alright, never mind. I guess we have to deal with Coral Cats and Blade Dancers. Go ahead and attack the Blade Dancer. There are actually quite a few enemies here in Ozer's Mansion, thanks to all these stupid paintings. So we're gonna have to be fairly diligent with how we go about this dungeon. We can go ahead and have Celeste on healing duty, I guess. Okay, Setzer, I went and grabbed the fixed dice for a specific reason, and that was for you to high roll these enemies and do like 1 billion damage, so can you please do your stupid job? I brought you along for this explicit purpose. Okay, we've almost got a level up for Terra, and I think I already have the... Oh, got knocked down there. I think I have Kizatali on her, so let's go ahead and switch her over to Zona Seeker so she can get more magic from that. Let's go ahead and use Setzer's MP to heal everyone up. We'll do Standard Cure on Sabin. There we go. Cool. Okay, old lady does not want me to stand in her spot, so let's take one of these doors. I like the music here. I think I prefer... This is one of the few songs in the Pixel Remaster soundtrack where I think I prefer the original version of the song. There's nothing really wrong with this version, but I think I actually do prefer the original. Okay, let's go back through this door here. This is just constantly changing. Let's go through the middle one. That kicks us out here. Okay, well... Crusher and Blade Dancer. Okay, that's a new enemy. Let's attack one of the Crushers. Rising Phoenix here. I think that's an auto battle. It'll be a decent auto battle, I think. I think it's Cura with Celeste and Fyra with Terra. That's pretty alright. I don't think any of the enemies in this dungeon have explicit weaknesses. Except for, I guess, maybe the Crusher. Or maybe maybe my notes are just really bad. But either way, we're just going to be kind of spamming AoE abilities and just seeing if we can take them down without much issue. They do quite a bit of damage despite the fact that I'm in the back row. So hopefully I can get away with my fairly low HP. I think I'm still relatively under-leveled for what the game isn't expecting me to be. But I think I can get away with this. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up again. We can do some single target heals, I guess. There we go. And then in terms of Espers, let's go ahead and set Terra back on Quetzali. And then let's give Celeste... Kind of tempted to give her Bismarck. Because... yeah, he's mastered Bismarck now. So let's give him Golem. Let's give Celeste Bismarck. And then we can give Sabin... He's on Catalpa Pass. Has he... How close is he to finishing Catalpa Pass? Pretty quick. Death. But let's give him Zona Seeker, because I think he's close to a level up as well. 3,600. Yeah, he can stick on Catalpa Pass for a little bit then. Lots of menuing. Let's go ahead and take the other door real quick. Leads us to this chest right here, the Moogle suit right there. We have the Behemoth suit as well from the previous episode. But there's not really anyone for us to use to wear that. Run into new enemies as well here. Let's go ahead and poke them. Rising Phoenix. Okay, we got a decent roll right there. Let's use Thundara. There we go. And we use Fyra as well. Auto Battle. See if we can get decent damage based on Thunder, maybe? Or Sabin can just rip and tear through everyone there. Strength +2. Okay, we can send Celeste back onto another Esper. Who have you not mastered? Oh man, she's kind of mastered a lot of them. Let's go ahead and give you... I guess... Ifrit? Alright, so let's try the third door. We didn't try this one. Okay, well, that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and turn off encounters. I think I'm only missing maybe one more enemy. There's a door up there, but we can't reach it without some kind of elevation. Oh, there's a lady right there. And floating treasure chests. Okay, there's definitely something weird going on here. This is unlike any art exhibit I've been to. Actually, that's a lie. I think I've seen some floating paintings before whenever I go to art exhibits, but I usually forget about them. Actually, when was the last time I went to an art exhibit? I actually don't know. It's definitely pre-2020, that's for sure. Okay, we're just now in the floating chest room. I like how on the map, on the mini-map, you can see the chests floating, but on the still map you can't. We can see their shadows, it looks like, so let's go ahead and just stand under it. And we're fighting a treasure chest that has 4 cats and a person in it. Okay, well, this is definitely getting weird. I actually kind of really like this dungeon. It's pretty unique. I mean, most dungeons in Final Fantasy VI are either kind of forgettable or, like, super special and unique. Like, the Floating Continent, the aesthetics of that place is something I never forget. Magitech Research Facility is super cool with its music and aesthetic. And then there's just some that are just basic caves and whatnot. Oh, 293 gil. Ugh. But this dungeon, I think, is definitely a personal favorite of mine, the Ozer's Mansion. Okay, I guess we're fighting this guy as well. It's just Coral Cats and Blade Dancers. We can just auto-battle this. I think we're pretty content with our auto-battle, and we can take these guys down and not much issue. Potion. Stupid. Okay, Sabin has mastered Catalpa Pass, so let's give him... How close is he? Okay, yeah, we need to give him Zona Seeker. And then Setzer leveled up with Golem. Let's give him Catalpa Pass, actually. I don't think there's really anything else I want on him right now. So Bio will be decent if I need to use him for magic damage. And then we can give Celeste... How close is she to Ifrit? Oh, Drain? I don't really care about Drain. So I guess I can give you Phantom. There you go. Cool. Let's go ahead and see if there's another Blade Dancer in this treasure chest. Yes, it is. Oh, back attack. Something different, huh? Yo, what an amazing roll. I don't even think that was a perfect roll, but holy moly, that was a high roll. It did maximum damage. I think that's our first time seeing 9,999. Holy crap. That's the power of the fixed dice. And Sabin learned Razor Gale, which is another AoE-based blitz that is wind damage instead of fire damage, and is Sabin's best AoE blitz by a considerable margin, and I'm absolutely going to be sending it into my auto battle here now. I don't know if it'll do an insane amount of damage based on weaknesses, but we're going to use it anyways. Razor Gale, and then we can auto battle. It's also a really cool animation. He kind of like spins around. Oh yeah, it does a lot of damage. It's also so much faster than Rising Phoenix, so we can get these fights done much quicker. The final treasure chest had a gold needle. It was totally worth my time. Oh, she's looking to the side now. Honestly, if I hadn't been already attacked by moving paintings before, I probably would be startled by the fact that the painting is shifted direction, but honestly, I'm kind of desensitized to it now. There's a suit of armor right here that we can interact with. And it wants to kill us, probably. The still life. Let's go ahead and just chuck everything we got at it. Blitz, we can do Phantom Rush since it's a single target. Sensor, can you please high roll? Is that Doom? Okay, that's Doom. We don't need to worry about that then. We can just cast Fire. Let's do some, also more Fire. Max damage on the Phantom Rush there. And Sensor learned Bio as well. Quite nice. And we get a door. Let's go ahead and use some of Setser's MP here, as he's not going to need it. Terra's almost to another level up. Let's switch her over to Zona Seeker. And then so is Celeste. Celeste is almost another level up, so let's give her Majuin. And yeah, we'll go with that. Let's go inside the door. Leads us to a save point, which is nice. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go into this room. Actually, nah. I think that's where we need to go to progress. Let's go ahead and head back to this room. And that kicks us out here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and head inside this door that I was just literally at, but didn't want to go through. Oh, hello there, sir. Who are you? Please, help the painting. The painting? There's a monster possessing my prized goddess painting. Realm, if the painting is bad, can you please step away? A monster? Yes, it hides in the painting. It won't show itself. Eek! Realm, you mustn't attack the picture of the goddess. It'll only make matters worse. Try to get between me and my prize, will you? This painting's the best I've had in a long time. No one's denying me this treat. Alright, we gotta help Realm defeat Chardnook, the demon within the painting. Back off. The girl in this picture is mine. Let's go ahead and use Zona Seeker. Magic defense is going to be very useful. Do not attack Chardnook while it's in the goddess form. Wait for it to turn into a demon before attacking it with some very powerful spells. Let's go ahead and use some fire magic, as that's going to be its main weakness. Phantom Rush is also going to be quite useful. And then we can use Trance if we want to here, but I don't think we're going to really need it. Chardnook doesn't really have that much HP, so we should be able to just rip and tear through this boss without much issue. Chardnook does have some powerful magic attacks, so just use Zona Seeker to do AoE Shell, and then just heal up people if need be. We got a pretty decent roll right there. We can auto-battle this Blitz. Oh no, he's swapping over. This boss is also used in Final Fantasy XIV. It's an interesting fight, and he uses painting as a gimmick, but I don't really want to go into that. It's just a nice little addition that I wanted to make. We attacked the painting. That's not good. Let's see here. I'm a little paranoid to work on this, so let's just be ready to heal if need be. There's Entice, which will charm your party members. He's swapping back over. There's the only real reason to not attack Chardnook as the goddess form is because they can counter you, and thankfully we got lucky there and didn't need to worry about it all that much. Chardnook should be going down fairly quickly. There's a decent roll as well. We got a 1 though, so that definitely hurt the roll. There's Thundaga, which will do quite a bit of damage, but because of the lightning shield, it didn't do anything. Or thunder shield, I guess. You couldn't have. And Chardnook is down. He's a magic-based enemy, just have AoE Shell and be ready to just constantly heal your team. Use fire spells to deal some good damage. If you have Phantom Rush, send Sabin in here to just rip apart the boss. Hey, you can relax now. That monster's not going to be possessing any more paintings. Oh, thank you. That picture's worth more to me than my own life. Really? So, what was a monster doing in that painting? I guess I should start from the beginning. I'd been looking at this lovely stone I'd bought at the auction house. All of a sudden, I was overcome with desire for a painting of Lakshmi. I had a few different artists try to paint it for me, but none of them really gave me what I was looking for. It was right around that time I heard about Little Realm. I brought her straight here and set her to work. But then that thing came along and possessed her painting. It must have been lured here by that stone. Where's the stone now? The stone? It's over in that bookcase. Oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and take it. I think we know what kind of stone it is. This is magicite. Whatever it is, I sure don't need it anymore. If you want it, you can have it. Cool, we got the Lakshmi magicite. I have to go now, but don't worry, I'll be back to finish this painting. I'll be waiting for you. And with that, we also got Realm as a new party member. She's back hanging out at the Falcon. There's not really much for us to do here in Ozer's Mansion now that we have completed this mission and saved the paintings from the evil Shardanook. So let's go ahead and see what Realm has to say over at the Falcon. There she is. Come on, let's go knock the crazy right out of that guy. Seems like you're ready to go. Let's go ahead and put her in the party. She thankfully is of similar level to everyone else. Let's put her in the party. Let's bring, I don't know, Terra and Celeste? The girl squad? Actually, real quick, before we do anything else, we did get a new magicite, so it should be best if we go ahead and look at it. The Lakshmi magicite. When you use it as a spell, she'll cast Alluring Embrace, which will restore HP to all allies. She will teach you Cure, Cura, Curaga, Regen, Esuna, and at level up will give you Stamina +2. This is a support magicite through and through. Curaga is very powerful, so not a bad thing to have. I'm not going to worry about this right now, though. However, there is one last thing I want to do today. There was an NPC a while ago that we talked to that said that people who have fallen under the Fanatic's spell could be potentially cured with the thoughts of a loved one, or words of a loved one. And we have Realm now, and we know exactly where Strago is. So I think it's worth a shot to see if Realm, if anyone, she could totally do it, snap some sense into the old man, and see if we can get him back into our party. So let's go ahead and head back to the Fanatic's Tower, and see if we can convince him to join our team again. We definitely do not want Strago on Kefka's side. Listen here, you stubborn old bag of bones. Snap out of it. Realm! Realm, is that really you, dear? You're alive? Grandpa, you idiot, what were you thinking? Oh, Realm, I was sure you were... Did you really think I was gonna check out before you, you old geezebag? Foul-mouthed as ever, I see. Bless your heart. Come on, Grandpa, you're coming along with us. Ah, I'm raring to go. Can't leave everything up to you whippersnappers, can I? Thus, our quartet of magic users is now assembled. And while scaling the Fanatic's Tower definitely seems very enticing, I don't think we're quite prepared for that just yet. So, instead, I think it'd be best if we go and visit a place that we haven't been to in a long time. One that seems to be abandoned. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.